Good afternoon. We have been discussing the specifics of the different brachos, starting with the brachos of Hamotzi and Mizonos and Eitz and Hadama. And one of the general rules we mentioned is that we try to be as specific as possible when reciting brachos. And therefore, we recite a Hamotzi lechem in haaretz on bread specifically. We try to recite a ha'etz as opposed to just a hadama. But we've also learned a rule that a more overarching bracha, as long as it is true and accurate, could b'diavad satisfy one's obligation, which is why the bracha of ha'etz, if one accidentally recites the bracha of ha'adama in place of the bracha of ha'etz, then b'diavad one does fulfill their obligation. The bracha of Shehakol is unique in that it is both a bracha which satisfies a requirement lechatchila and b'diavad. There are foods, as the Gemara in Brachos on Daf Mem writes, that the bracha of Shehakol is really meant as a bracha for things that are in gidulo min karka, that don't grow from the ground. Things like drinks or meat or chicken or the like, anything which is not an item that grows from the ground, really is the proper bracha is to recite a Shehakol nehiyah bidvaro. In addition to those foods and drinks where the bracha of Shehakol is the bracha lechatchila, it is also the most generic bracha which one can use in a shas hadchak, in a specific situation of need. If one doesn't know the bracha and one has no way of finding it out at that moment, or if one accidentally recited Shehakol in lieu of a different bracha, then one would still fulfill their obligation, because what does the bracha of Shehakol mean? The bracha of Shehakol nehiyah bidvaro essentially is thanking Hashem and praising Hashem for everything that He's created, that everything in this world is only in this world due to the word of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And therefore we are thanking Hashem for His creations. That is true to this item specifically, this drink specifically, this piece of chicken specifically, which I'm about to eat. And that is also true, as Rav Nebenzahl points out, that it's true in the context of the world at large. That not only does the bracha of Shehakol mean thank you Hashem for creating this piece of chicken, this drink, but also thank you Hashem for creating everything in this world. And thank you Hashem for creating this cup of water in the context of everything at large. And so while we do try to be as specific as possible, and it is true that Shehakol is the most generic of the brachos, there are foods and drinks which lechatchila are meant for a Shehakol, such as drinks and anything which is in gidulo min karka, anything which did not grow from the ground, and it would not be accurate to recite a borei pri ha'etz or borei pri hadama or anything similar on those items. And if one uses Shehakol in a specific scenario where they don't know the bracha or they accidentally recited Shehakol, then it generically works for all foods and drinks b'diavad as well. Have a great day.